Alright, so I'm going to make a video of my game room for people that won't ever be able to see it in real life. So, here we go. I know, there's stuff everywhere, way too busy. I need a room about 3 times this size. But let's start right here, work our way around. This is all my Metroid stuff, amiibos. Big cartridge that I got from GameStop with a t-shirt in it, with the 2 Samuses. Stuff that I've ordered from Nintendo. All this was from the Metroid Dread collector's edition I got. Some pins. These are all my lanyards. To be honest, most of these came out of the GameStop dumpster back when that was a thing. One of my Zelda posters. Diablo 2 Funko Pop. My Zelda stocking. Ain't got nothing in it yet. And this is where it all started. That's me, Christmas 1982, when I first got my Atari. Look at the intensity. Look at the focus. This is me, 10 years old, with my Space Jockey high score, 62,615. And this is from a website that I submitted it to, highscore.com. I was 2nd place in the world for a long time, but then some assholes decided they wanted to beat me. Now I'm like 7th place. This is my NBA Jam poster from when I went to Classic Game Fest with my wife last summer and met this guy, Tim Kitzrow, the voice of NBA Jams. And he signed it, Tater from downtown, nothing but net, kaboom. Tater is on fire. And this poster, my wife got me from Walmart. And that came from Walmart. That came from Walmart. Assassin's Creed Valhalla poster that I've played, but I didn't finish because it got to be very repetitive. One of my favorite games ever, Elden Ring. Pre-order bonus from Dying Light 2. Counter display from Dying Light 2. And this is one of the greatest things I ever did, but cost way too much money. Classic Game Fest 2023. Some cool stuff out there. And this is all my Garbage Pail Kid stuff. That is new. That's new. All this stuff is new. This, all this is old school from back in the late 80s. These are actually folders that I made into posters when I was in elementary school. This is a poster that was on the store next to my house that the lady that owned the store gave us because me and my sister spent so much money in there. Candy wrappers from back in the day. All these pop-ups are from back in the day. And all these are boxes that the cards came in from back in the day because me and my sister would buy whole boxes at the time. These are Funko Pops from years back. This is the big cards from back in the day. Puffy stickers from back in the day. More Puffy stickers from back in the day. And this is all my Sonic stuff. Pez dispensers, different Sonic figurines, play sets. That is the Game Boy Advance video. That's the only Mega Drive game I've ever found. Case from Sonic Frontiers because I got the steel case. Funko Pop, Sonic Colors Ultimate. And just a little odd and end Sonic stuff. These posters I got from Club Nintendo, which actually isn't a thing anymore. Some of these posters are got in pretty rough shape from when we lived in the trailer. This is my Super Nintendo box that my original Super Nintendo came in 1994. My Wii box. That's one of my favorite things, a lunchbox and thermos set that's kind of hard to find together from back in the day. The box my Wii U came in. My steering wheel for playing Mario Kart. That is what my Switch Lite came in. My Pro Controller, my Nintendo 2DS, and my Switch that I have in my living room came in that box right there. So now, my most extensive collection is Mario figurines because they're easy to find, they're everywhere. This is a 30th anniversary poster that I got from GameStop, I think. I don't know. There's one of my favorite Mario games, New Super Mario Brothers 2. That's the 35th anniversary. That's the 30th anniversary. The 40th anniversary is coming up. But we got a bunch of Luigi, a bunch of play sets, a bunch of Yoshi, Sky sets. Got a couple of Amiibos, a bunch of oddball ones. I don't know where these came from, but they're kind of old school. Anyways, most of these, to be honest, I have no idea where they came from. But that's my It's a Me Mario that my wife got me for Christmas last year. This is 35th anniversary pin set that I got from My Nintendo or Club Nintendo, whichever one it is. This is the ice set, and these are the different Koopa Troopas, and here is my Donkey Kong corner. Got two Donkey Kong coin banks. There's one, there's the other one. There's all my little Donkey Kong figurines. That is a clock that my wife got me a couple years ago. There's your old school trading cards from Mario 2, original Mario. My daughter did that for me when she was in junior high, and she and I did an activity book together, and these 3 pages came out of it and made this poster, which is Bowser and all the Koopa kids, which is what I have here. It took me a while to find all of the Koopa kids, but I found every single one of them, and they're on Bowser's castle. This guy's my favorite, but every time he falls off, his hair breaks off, and I have to fix it. So this is Bowser's Dungeon, and these are a bunch of bad guys, including the big Bowser. He's supposed to blow smoke, but I don't have any. Oh, and by the way, these posters came with original Nintendo games, folded up as inserts. That's where all these posters came from back in the 80s. These are my 2 Mario lamps. Original PlayStation, Nintendo top loader, box Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Super Nintendo Junior. There's my gaming Christmas tree. These are my 2 Atari 2600s. Got a 6 switcher and a 4-banger. These are all my favorite Atari games. Got a Sega Dreamcast, Sports Edition and Regular Edition. That case holds all the burned Sega games that I have. There's Sega Genesis. Got the Sega Master System adapter. There's my old Nintendo 64. My GameCube. Super Scope. And let's see. I have a steering wheel for Super Nintendo. A steering wheel for the Sega Dreamcast. This is the little TV that I put on my kitchen table when I'm working on systems and testing them. Now, these are store displays that came from Walmart. And my wife is braver and crazier than I am, and she just stuck the damn things in the basket and straight walked up out of Walmart with them. Anyways, I got Zelda Tears of the Kingdom collector's edition. Got different masks, mostly from Five Below. These are sheets that I made into curtains. This is the different sets that I have. Yes, the Mario stuff is still going. This is all the different princesses with Peach's Castle. All the different Toads that I have with Toad's House. This is a bunch of stuff that I don't really have room for. Like I said, I need a room that's 3 times this big. This is all my Mario Kart stuff. I have these 4 that actually work. Street Fighter, Rock'em Sock'em robot type thing. This is all Mario Kart stuff. All my Hot Wheels that I've found throughout the years and held on to. These are my favorites. Got these from GameStop. Nintendo Mario 30th anniversary, Mario World, and of course my favorite game in the world ever, Mario 3. This is my Halo stuff. My nephew Jackson gave me this a long time ago when he was a kid, and I've held on to it for dear life. Got some other Halo figurines, sets, Halo Infinite poster, Halo 3 poster, and here's one of my favorite franchises, God of War. Signed poster from the woman that voiced Freya, or whatever how you pronounce it. Brock and Sindri Funko Pops. That's old school Kratos, older Kratos. Blades of Chaos, the badass clock to go with them. Here's a box my 360 came in. My extra PlayStation 5 controller. There is my Series Xbox when Marco got me that. There's my PlayStation 4 box that my Darth Vader edition came in. Unfortunately, I don't have that anymore. But anyways, PlayStation 5 box where it came in. These are all my books. Okay, so these are my video game movies. All these are Game Informer. All these are Mad magazines back in the day. And of course, I'm sure you're wondering where the actual Garbage Pail Kids were. So here they are. These are the newer ones. And this is the old ones. And I have them in here in numerical order in these sheets, and they number from 1A all the way down to like 800 or something. Don't really have time to get into that. Anyways, here's all my books. I like to read in my truck while I'm eating lunch every day. There's the 3 Elder Scrolls strategy guides. A few Doom books, because I absolutely love Doom. This book is about ID Software and how they got started, and how they made the Doom franchise. These are strategy guides for all the Zelda books. I mean, Zelda games, and these are my Zelda books. All Zelda mangas that I've collected. This is my boy Bucky. I've had him since I was a little bitty baby. That's my boy right there. There's more stuff I don't have room for. I have a lot of bags that I don't have room for. This is all my Mario Legos that me and Kennedy and Morgan built. They kind of got messed up a couple of weeks ago. We have to redo them and put them back together and everything. This is all, oh, this is 100 greatest video games of all time, 1977 and 1987. Written by that guy, Brett Weiss. He's been on a few shows about video games. Met him at Classic Game Fest to my fellow OG gamer, Brett Weiss. He signed that book for me. And this is my Zelda stuff. Zelda figures are a little harder to come by than Mario, but I've got a couple of soundtracks. That thing's really cool. That's from back in the day. It's a little water game. Still got the water in it somehow. Anyways, these are all the little tiny Zelda figurines I found. Those are the two only Nintendo 64 boxes I have, both of them from Zelda. Let me go around my little couch right here. Here's my coffee table on the remote. So I'm gonna make a Nintendo 64 coffee table one of these days. But anyways, here's all the rest of my, it's a real ocarina. I don't know how to play it, but anyways, it looks cool. Those are from Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I love that thing. Majora's Mask. There's a little plushie my wife got me. Zelda Edition 3DS. Some old school Zelda figurines, of course. Let's see, I got that from Target, I think. My wife got me that last year for Christmas too. I absolutely love that light. Anyways, that's another one of those big cartridges I got from GameStop. Had the t-shirt in it and my Game & Watch. Anyways, there's some Zelda lunch boxes I got. These are all the energy drink video game cans I found. Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War, my dude. There's a wolf from Altered Beast, a couple of Tomb Raider figurines, and one of my favorite franchises in the world, Doom. That Rivenet came from Collector's Edition Doom 2016 that I got. There's Commander Keen, one of the first games id Software made. And there's Doom on floppy disk, small lunchbox. A couple more small Funko Pops. And collector's cards that came with the Collector's Edition of Doom 2016. That is from Twisted Metal, Sweet Tooth, pretty funny, Spyro the Dragon. There's a few Pikmin things I've got. Only just a couple of Kirby things, believe it or not. They're hard to find. That guy's from Lemmings, one of my other favorite games. And of course, finally, here's all my games. Old school games anyways. Original PlayStation games that are loose are in there. A few of the long boxes I have. Original PlayStation. I got that up there because that is by far the most expensive Super Nintendo box I have. Here's a few little GameCube games I have. Here's my Super Nintendo games. That's a cleaning kit. That is Super Game Boy, where you can play Game Boy games on Super Nintendo. There's my 3DS games. There's some more Super Nintendo. And yes, I do play all these systems every Saturday and Sunday. When I wake up, I fix my coffee and I come in here and play for a little while. Anyways, got Zelda, Link to the Past, gold copy and gray copy. Got all the Mega Man games except for Mega Man 5 because I just cannot bring myself to pay $150 for it. But anyways, here's my original Nintendo games. I only have one original Nintendo box, unfortunately. It's this. And these are those other versions. They're not like that. They weren't officially licensed, I don't think. Anyway. Here's the rest of my original Nintendo games. Oh, and by the way, these are my favorite Nintendo games that I played back in the day. And of course, that bad boy right there, Mario 3, being my favorite. And then you got Sega Genesis games. few Sega Master System games. I have one card. Then you got Nintendo 64 games. Still need to collect a few of those. And I got Sega Genesis boxes. They're easier to come by because they're made of plastic, not cardboard. But here's my Super Nintendo boxes that I got from some of my friends, some from Macari, blah, blah, blah. Here's a few Atari 2600 boxes. And my high score that I showed you, Space Jockey. There's my Space Jockey box. And here's my Atari 2600 games. Got all the basic ones I played from back in the day. To be honest, just like everything else, I really don't remember where I got most of those games from. But for the most part, that is it. When the kids move out, I'm gonna get the girls' room, and it's 3 times this big and move all my stuff. At any rate, here's all my posters on the ceiling. That's the game that's playing right there in the background, by the way, Earthworm Jim, which is hilarious, but extremely difficult in one part. This is my big, huge Kirby poster that was a display at GameStop when it closed down. My friend was the manager at the time. He told me to come get whatever I wanted. That was one, and that bad boy was the other one. And my Zelda Tapestry, my pre-order bonus from when I got Echoes of Wisdom, which was a pretty cool game. That's one of my favorites of all time. That was also a display at GameStop, Ghost of Tsushima. It's my map from Zelda. These were also store displays from GameStop, Xbox, and PlayStation. I've had that dude right there for a very long time. My mom thought that was Peter Pan when she first moved. My wife thought that was Peter Pan when she first moved in, but she didn't know much about video games. I'm teaching her. But anyways, there's some of my bottles that I have fake potions in. As you can tell, Mario's my favorite franchise. Zelda would be my second favorite. Oh, and this is my handheld collection. This has my loose, well, it had my loose 3DS games. Got a few original Game Boy. Got a few DS. I had so much more than this, but I went through some problems and got rid of a lot. But anyway, Sega Game Gear, PlayStation Portable, 3DS, original DS, my Mario Game & Watch, original Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, the Zelda Game & Watch, and then I have these sealed videos for Game Boy Advance from Cartoon Network. Sorry, those are things I got from my Nintendo. Which, by the way, all this stuff that I get from my Nintendo, I get from, these are postcards, by the way, I get from playing Mario Run every day and collecting the points, and then all I have to do is pay for shipping. But anyways, these are the Zelda cards, old school cards I got. Got a Zelda coin collection. I need to get a few more. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this. I met all these guys at Classic Game Fest. Those are 4 of the original voice actors from the first 2 Mortal Kombats. And there are their signatures, the seals to prove that they're authentic. And they put my name on there, Tater. Fatality Tater. That's a guy from Street Fighter. A couple of Mega Man things. Crash Bandicoot figurines. Star Fox. A few things from Star Fox and Mortal Kombat. And that's it. Pretty much. There's some game cleaners from back in the day. That's not supposed to be there. Put that back where it belongs. That's a fishing pole for Sega Dreamcast. There's my extra controllers. That thing is really old. That is from like 1977. found that in the attic when I was doing electrical work. Anyways, extra controllers, more controllers, extra cords, and there's my plushies. Most of those came from the kids when they were doing their YouTube videos. Their channel was called Awesome Plush Kids, and when they quit doing the videos, they gave me their plushies. And this is gonna sound weird to say, this is my toy box from when I was a kid. Yes, I kept it all these years. I'm almost 50 years old and I still have my toy box from when I was a child. Now, it just has extra cords, controllers that I still need to fix, miscellaneous stuff like that. Oh, and these are a bunch of handheld cases that I really can't do anything with. I can't display them or anything just yet, but they're kind of cool to have. Original Nintendo clam boxes. And Legos that me and the girls have not put together yet, but we will. At any rate, that's it. There's my couch with all my blankets and stuff. Alright, that's it.